Presentation by Lily Rogers. This is my presentation on my first term of games. Overview. The first term in the course, we have been going over the basics like pixel and vector imaging and characters. We use Piskel, Adobe Animate or Photoshop to make our own robot-themed characters. Planning. I planned ahead of my character by doing several concept arts of body parts and then put together to make all sorts of different robots. As you can see in the bottom right of that image, there's 4 different types of quick drawn robots, and each category is separated into body, legs, arms, and a few things like that. It took me a few attempts to get each piece looking right, as I've never drawn before. What went well? One of the things that went surprisingly well for me is when I started drawing and getting used to the actual drawing style. As I said, I've never drawn before, so having the drawings turn out looking this good was a very big achievement for me. However, the main thing that went well would be how easy it was to animate the robots on Adobe Animate. I did get one huge problem, but I'll go over that in a bit. What didn't go so well? The design of my robot is not that detailed and it is rather simple, which to me is something I need to improve on, and is something that didn't work out that well, as I want a more detailed robot. What problems occurred? A huge problem I had was when animating. There was a few problems here and there, but there was this really big problem with the antenna on my robot when animating it. It would spin off in a direction which I didn't want it to do, and instead of just moving side to side like it does now, it kind of 360'd off the page. And this was a problem I was sadly unable to overcome on my own. So the simple way to fix this was I asked Chris for help. Chris came over and he showed me how to fix it, and he helped me out, and eventually, after a few minutes, I got it working. So these are the peer feedbacks that I received. When we did this, we got 3 people, like 3 random people from the class, and we asked them to do a peer feedback for us. We asked them to fill out this little sheet, so we got them printed out, and I got them to fill them in and then scan them in on the computer. These are the reviews that I got from, and I don't know if it says who they're from, but they're the reviews that I got, and that's just basically what we did on that one. What have I learned? So, I've learned how to use Adobe Animate and Photoshop. I've known how to use Photoshop for editing photos for a few years. However, I've never known how to draw in it. I've not yet learned how to animate on Photoshop, if that is possible, but I have learned how to use Photoshop a bit more for free drawing and things like that. Adobe Animate I've never used before in my life, so learning how to use that was a big achievement for me, and I really like it. It's very fun and easy to use. This is going to help me out in the future for when we're doing future projects for drawing characters and animating them. I've also learned how to use a graphics tablet, which I've never used before, and at first it was kind of confusing how you drew it and how it worked, but when I realised that you hovered it to move it, clicked it to actual click, and then the hotkeys and things, I kept messing up with the pens, as there was a button on the side of the pen that opened menu and did a few weird things, but once I got over that, they were very easy to use. What would I do differently? Next time I will improve the design to make it more detailed and more realistic. As I've said, I want a more realistic type robot, more detailed. I will also make improvements on the animation to get to do more than just walk on the spot, because right now all it does is it kind of walks on the spot with its antenna moving side to side. So I intend on, getting it to do more things like running, grabbing things, jumping, all sorts. And then the main thing I want to improve would be the drawing of my robot from all different sides. So getting sideways views, kind of diagonal views type things. Not so much, that might be for the level 3. But I want to draw it from the different sides, different angles to get it to work well in a game. Anything that I'm pleased with. I'm not that pleased with my design as it's kind of basic and low end, but I am pleased with the overall animation of my robot. Like I said, I wanted to go further, but I am pleased with the animation of his antenna moving side to side as he walks and the timing of it. And there's not very much else that I'm proud of. I am pleased with the fact that I've managed to get it all done in such a short amount of time, but I do think there are lots of improvements that I need to make. In conclusion, I am not fully pleased with my project as it is rather plain and low detailed and poorly animated. As I progress more, I hope to make the robot more detailed and I would like to become better at animating. And I would also like to get better at drawing, but obviously drawing is rather hard if you don't practice, so I'm going to need to practice quite a lot. And that is my presentation. Thank you for listening.